Welcome back into the Sports Source. This segment of our show brought to you by Tennova Healthcare. When you need emergency care, turn to the physicians I trust, Tennova. Twice I have been in a Tennova emergency room. Both times treated in 10 minutes, within 10 minutes of my arrival. Courteous, calming, caring. Tennova, absolutely the best healthcare in East Tennessee, whether it's emergency care, long-term care, whatever you need. Tennova Healthcare, Tennova.com. to learn more. All right, still to come on this show, Dave Hart, John Curry, UT's pro prospects, Ken Sparks, Lane Kiffin, more. First, Frank Martin in South Carolina lost to Gonzaga last night in the national semifinals. Heck of a run for Frank Martin, really blossomed and came together in his 5th year. Here in Knoxville, Rick Barnes is off to a better start in his first 2 years than Martin had there, but there are already some people who are grumbling about Rick Barnes. Let me show you some numbers here, if we can go this. All right, willing to wait is the question. Year 1, you see that Barnes was better than Martin. Year 2, you see that Barnes was better than Martin. Year 3, you see that Martin went 17-16, 6-12 in the SEC, no tournament bid, not even the NIT. Year 4, made an NIT, still didn't make the NCAA. Year 5, it goes to the Final Four. My question for you is, if Rick Barnes this year goes 17-16, 6-12 in the SEC, doesn't make the NIT, what is his job status in Knoxville?
The hot seat.
Or is it the gone seat?
Well, I think it's at least the hot seat. And to me, to get people excited, you're going to have to start recruiting better.
Well, hang on, that's not the question. The question, we're talking about something very specifically here. South Carolina spent 5 years waiting for this guy to build. Tennessee going to wait that long with Rick Barnes? Now you can...
It's going to be on the hot seat, and I don't think so.
Okay, let me take what you were saying and try and twist it to fit what I think you're getting at. Are you saying he's got to recruit better and then people will give him more time?
I believe that is what I said.
Well, no, that isn't. But
yeah, that is what I said.
Okay, he's going to have to recruit better.
Depends on how football does. If they're winning in football, nobody cares about basketball.
I don't buy that.
Well, I mean, there's a history that would prove that with Doug Dickey. But to your point, I do think they would be patient if he continues to show progress.
Doug Dickey was hiring and firing coaches every 2 or 3 years to try and get better.
Football was good when they fired Jerry Green. They cared about it then.
They care about basketball here.
Yeah,
that's a misconception. I'm being a jerk.
I'm just looking at who they hired. It didn't look like they cared very much when they.
Kevin O'Neill was the hottest name in the country. We're getting off topic.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Hottest name in the country. From Northwestern?
No, Mike, you weren't here. He went to Northwestern from here. He came from Marquette in a Sweet 16 run when they hired him. Hottest name in the country.
I don't think I disagree.
Well, why don't you pick up a book? Here's what we need, guys. Is this Tennessee fan base willing to wait 5 years on Rick Barnes? I had a conversation via Twitter with somebody at another station recently who said, not going to wait 5 years. The basic gist was because this is Tennessee, not South Carolina. We shouldn't have to wait 5 years. I think that's nonsense.
I think South Carolina was really, really happy to get a guy with Frank Martin's credentials, and that may have led to being a little more patient than, say, Tennessee fans are under this situation.
Okay, fair.
I think if Rick Barnes fails to take Tennessee to the NCAA tournament next season, then you have a lot of upset Tennessee fans that will want Rick Barnes fired. I don't think the administration will want him fired. I don't think he should be. I think you should look long-term, look at year 4, year 5, what's going to happen. But there will be a lot of upset fans if they fail to reach the NCAA tournament. I think a lot of fans who are saying, John Curry, how could you let Frank Martin go, would have wanted Frank Martin fired if he produced the South Carolina results in Knoxville.
Let me show you something else. This gets to what Chuck was talking about in the recruiting, and I'm going to come back to Chuck because in case I unfairly cut you off. Look here, heading into year 3, I got that last week. Well, if he was recruiting better. Okay, well, let's throw Cuonzo Martin into the mix. Here's what all these guys had done after their first 2 years. Martin had the best record. Martin had the best SEC record. Martin had 2 winning seasons. The other guys had neither. Martin, like Frank Martin, had 2 4 and 5 stars. He's the only one who had a 5-star. Frank Martin had 2 4 stars. Cuonzo had a 5-star. His recruiting didn't save Cuonzo. So, again, is this fan base willing to wait as much as a South Carolina? Let me twist it. Should Tennessee wait? If somebody told you it was going to be 5 years, and you can win, and there's no guarantee. Should they wait, or should Tennessee say, but we're better than South Carolina? If he's not done it in 4, we fire him. Well, South Carolina can wait 5, we wait 4.
Your graphic showed that Rick Barnes inherited the worst situation in terms of the talent that was already on the team with the 4 and the 5 stars, And
No, that's what he recruited.
okay,
his
well,
first 2 years.
he also recruited. He also inherited the worst situation of those 3
That's true.
coaches coming in after
Way-
Donnie Tyndall. He doesn't have anybody big. Fulkerson's your big guy.
South Carolina fans may argue.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But anyway,
they
based
got a
on-
nice. They
I don't
also
think.
have-
Let's put it
yeah.
this way: if he does, he's already better than Frank Martin after 2 years. Chuck, if he mimics 17 and 16, what did you say to start this segment?
Hot seat.
You're right. All right, very good. And Kevin O'Neill and Tim Floyd, hottest names in the country in 1994.
Burning
Mike
hot.
Griffith.
Sports Illustrated cover. I'll go back and find it.
You do that. Maybe we'll do that next week, or the next time I have you on, if we do. All right, when we come back, Dave Hart, what he did well, what he didn't do well, and was football fixed under Dave Hart? Come on back.